You can have all the shit you want, but it won't make it better.
Where's the thingy that shows the heads? Are we doing that still?
Yes, I'm not showing you though.
No. Yeah. You don't need to
Click
know
on my face.
Tell me when you're starting.
Well, sir, we've already been starting.
What? Why do you do this? You like to fuck around with me, and then I look like an ass.
Your voice
at the
sounds
beginning of
so
every
hoarse.
podcast.
Were you recording like screaming lines?
I was yelling. I was a soldier, and I said, "Yeah, kill them, kill the intruder, kill the fucking."
Really
asshole."
experiencing the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, and then there was a spot where it said, "Scream like you've been lit on fire." So I'm going, ah. Just, you know.
He's really got that old red, white, and blue spirit going.
Hell yeah. This is the thing. I could just keep going, but like my voice gets killed.
The
I'm like, I have the energy for
the
it.
blood, blank, and tears.
Blood, blank, and tears. All right, so Richie, I'll let you. It's your fucking show, right? Right. What are we doing today? What's
I don't
the
know
topic?
what to fucking say.
All right. Well, great. Then I'll start it off. Since you're
Give us
clueless.
the old American intro.
Welcome, assholes of the internet. I'm your host, Dick and Balls. With me is the cast of Rockitech. We got myself. We got Laughing Ghost. We got Luke Bisping. We got Poofy Woofy. We got Richie Bitchy. And of course, we got Thick and Vic and Nugget.
I'm just here for moral support, but I do appreciate it.
I'm gonna need
Well,
you
I
for
don't
my
know.
moral sanity.
I'm doing my part.
I would say nothing makes me more morally safe than a good old nugget. Let me tell you a fun story. Back when
Why
I
does that
was a
sound
kid,
extremely sexual when you think about it?
yeah, I want some nuggets in my mouth. Listen, when I was a kid, we used to have White Castle. I don't know if that's still around in the modern day, but listen.
Hey,
In the modern day.
We don't talk about White Castle. We don't talk about fucking White Castle in here. Get the
What do you want me
fuck
to?
out of here.
You want me to talk about
Get
Black
outta
Castle?
here.
Wendy's?
Yeah, you want to talk about Black Castle?
Black
Burger
Castle? Is
King
that more your
extraordinaire?
speed?
Jesus fucking
Burger
Christ.
King, Burger Queen. Listen, they have these fucking
I thought
chicken
you said
rings,
Burger
okay?
Queef.
Burger Queen. Fucking Black Castle and Burger Queen and Windles.
Wendell's is very bad.
Windows is
Hardy
very big in
Juniors
these.
and Carl's.
It's everything you buy is just moist and damp.
I prefer McDenny's.
You're ruining my chicken ring story. Listen, back when I was a kid, I used to have a PlayStation 2. I don't know if they still make PlayStations, but listen, on the PlayStation 2, they had this game called Sly Cooper. It's Sly 3. And my
You sure it
brother,
wasn't
we
Metal
were...
Cock Solid?
Shut your fucking... I'll shove a metal cog in your solid. There's a joke there somewhere. Just put it together yourself. Listen, so we were stuck on this part. And
What
it
is
was a
this,
bitch and a half.
IKEA? You
Why do
IKEA
you keep
joking
doing-
right now?
I'm trying to talk as much as I can. No, as good as I can. I don't want to talk this much, man.
You sound like you need a hug.
He's been in war. What do you think?
Do you need a good old-fashioned
He's
American
in
hug?
war.
You know what? They called me Pony because I was a little horse. Listen, we were stuck on this. We were stuck on this.
They used to
part-
call me Thomas back in the war because I was a legend and thought I could.
They used to call me soldier because I was in a war.
They used to call me soldier because I was the yo.
They just
I
gave me a
used to
gun
make
and I
fun-
started shooting, but they didn't tell me where.
Listen, they blew up my house and then gave me a gun and told me to blow up someone else's house. Listen, so my chicken ring story, right? We're playing a game, we're stuck, and my brother's like, I can beat this, but I need the chicken rings. So he ended up beating the level, but he tricked me into giving him all the chicken rings from White Castle. Smart.
That son of a bitch. He took
Yeah,
all the chicken
fuck.
rings.
And you know what? I mean, in retrospect, it's good because they're all fried. But like, what the fuck does that matter? Like 10 years from now, I wanted damn chicken rings.
That's what I'm saying. I want some damn chicken rings, man.
I guess my story wasn't as good as I thought it was.
Was there a
that's
moral
the
of
end
the
of it.
story of that? Or was this
Okay.
just an
Don't-
experience that happened?
Don't
Can't
let
all be
someone
winners.
talk you out of your chicken rings. I mean, you can swap the chicken rings for anything. It could be your car. It could be a cheeseburger. It could be your house. Just don't let somebody screw you. You know what I mean?
I think that's the moral for every fucking story. As soon
I
as you
think
go
it's a
out,
good
as
moral.
soon as you go out into the brave open world, just don't let a person fuck you. Keep your pants on.
Yeah, it's good because think about it. People have all sorts of diseases. They fuck with your mind. They fuck with your ass. I mean, if you're into that stuff, by all means.
I'm curious.
Sometimes you need a good mind fuck.
Yeah. Mind fuck. Butt fuck, maybe. You know, it depends.
Find that special person that not only tickles your asshole but tickles your mind as well.
But find that special
That's
person,
love.
and they'll
That's
find
love.
your special spot.
When a crackhead gives you his crack, that's from the heart.
That's from the heart.
No, that's from his crack.
Could they leave it up their ass?
Yeah, his
Rule
prison
of threes.
wallet. That's when you
Crack.
know it's safekeeping.
Okay, I got a question for you. If let's say they were taking it out of their asshole, right? Like a crack addict was about to take out a bag of cocaine from their asshole, but it drops. Does the 5-second rule apply here?
Yes, but you
Because
have
it's
to
already
keep it
been in
up
their
with your
ass.
butt cheeks.
Think about it like this, right? So if you're opening your wallet and you drop $50 and it falls on the floor, you're not gonna pick it up. No, you're gonna pick it up. And listen,
Well, hold on.
The ass is the natural wallet. You know what I mean? I don't care what's up there, but it's made for holding stuff.
Hold on. Last time that happened, when I was talking to another crack addict, he picked it up with his ass cheeks, but he didn't hand me $50. He handed me a bag of cocaine.
Wait,
Like,
hang
I
on,
didn't
let's
see
pause.
the 50.
Let's pause here for a
Pause.
second.
Yeah, I mean, you said another crack addict. I want to confirm that I am not a
Another
crack addict.
crack
Did I
addict?
say another crack addict?
I would have confirmed it to you. Another crack addict?
I didn't realize I said another crack addict.
Oh my god.
I would like to
Another
Bonehead.
addict?
Forget I just
No,
said
no.
drugs are bad and
I wanna-
gay.
clarify right now. I am heavily against drugs. Drugs are bad. They'll fuck with your mind. They'll fuck with your body. The ass is part of the body, so you won't be shitting right anymore. You won't be thinking right anymore. You'll be on the street pulling stuff out of your ass and giving it to Richie. You don't want that kind of
Perfect.
life.
I'm a street performer.
No, it's not performance. God, you're lacking
It is.
performance.
It is when I do it.
Oh,
It's art when I do it.
you're giving the kids bad morals. I don't care. Everyone's a kid until they're dead. Oh God, that sounds a lot worse when I said it out loud. I mean, everyone's a kid at heart. You're who you are now. The same when you were. The pieces are there. You know what I mean.
Speaking of taking shits out of people's assholes, so Xbox is buying fucking
Yes.
Activision Blizzard.
So this is crazy,
Beautiful
right? So
segue.
Xbox, as we all know, I don't know about PlayStation and
I
Nintendo,
mean,
but
like-
Xbox is still around. They're buying shit. Go ahead, Poof. You say something.
I was gonna say, with Microsoft buying like fucking Blizzard, I'm like, you know what? Maybe they made Minecraft better. Maybe they can make Overwatch better. Am I right? Am I?
By finally releasing Overwatch 2?
No, that doesn't need to come out. That's shit. It's
That's
PvE.
shit.
Everybody hates PvE in Overwatch. I
All
don't
my
know why
homies
the
hate
hell.
PvE.
I don't know. In Overwatch, PvE always is like the worst part of it, at least for me. So I don't know why they're making a less PvE game. But
If they're buying everybody, can I throw myself into the ring? Can they buy me?
Well, how much
I
do you
like
think?
war.
How much do you think you're worth?
Well, that's not the point.
Is the
The
point.
point
Beside
is
the point.
how
What
much.
can they
The
get
point
from
is
you?
how much I can convince them I'm worth. There's a difference.
All right. Well, what
Yeah,
can you offer to the table for them?
It depends how much tenacity I have.
You mean drinks in you?
Nope.
I don't follow.
Yeah, but I wonder what tenacity means in this
Don't know what
context.
tenacity means?
Is like
I
the
know
ass
that, but-
in tenacity? Does it have something to do with pulling crack out of your butt? Like, what are we talking about here?
There's 10 asses in the city, hence tenacity.
Ah, okay. So he's gonna go around to 10 of these
ass
executives.
titty.
See which
10
one
ass-
digs inside his ass.
Yeah, and he'll pull out a nice. Here you go. Here's some money. We buy you. You know what I mean? That's what it is. 10
It's like
ass
a
city.
raffle.
I get it.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh, you
I
got the
take
purple.
I take them out to a nice restaurant, Applebee's, right? You know, because we can have drinks there
Applebee's.
too. Because when you're here, you're family. And then I do my tenacity skills, and I reach my hand in my ass, and I pull out a contract for them to sign and buy me.
Now, I guarantee them, and that's a strategy you'll probably never see again in your life, and they're gonna remember that. They're gonna say, "Wow, this is a guy. This is innovation right here." And Xbox keeps talking their fucking mouth off about innovation.
And the smell is not gonna come off of their hands for a while. They're not gonna forget it.
Yeah, just think about it, right? I mean, look, they got haptic feedback now. They got Rumble, right? They got all sorts of VR. Let's add smells into the mix.
You joke, but they're already doing that. They're
Who says
already
I'm
doing
joking?
smells with TVs.
It says he's joking. Bold of you to assume he's joking.
Yeah,
The
bold,
first thing that's
very
going to is
bold.
pornography.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
You know
Call it
that's
the
the
sex
first
box.
spot where they're going.
All right, time to get into VR.
You want to
Triple
smell
Xbox.
whatever you're watching on your favorite porn site? There you go.
All right, that's weird.
That's a bit too far. Yeah, I don't
feel
think I
bad
want
for
to
the
see
weird.
that.
alien watchers. Are they going to imitate that?
I don't want nobody imitating that on. No, thank you. No, it's for watching, not for smelling, not for tasting. God forbid we get that far with gaming.
Well,
Yeah, God forbid I feel her lips on my cock when I'm watching it on the TV. That's a little too far there for me.
so we all know that fucking Activision and Blizzard, like they've pretty much fucked over every single goddamn thing they've been touching. I never really liked Activision to begin with.
We're just diving right back into the Xbox thing, moving away from the sport.
Right back into it, moving away from the
Right
VR
back
thing,
in.
you know?
Good,
We've had the right thing going on. She's talking about Overwatch at least.
I have the perfect segue.
We're not into another segue yet, and we're doing the Activision
Yes, we
Xbox
is.
first.
We barely got started.
Yeah, it's been like a minute since we talked about it.
Felt like forever.
Well, all right.
So,
Well,
Activision, yeah.
all right. So the point is like,
How long do you guys think it's going to be before Microsoft doubles the size of May's tits?
God damn it. God fucking damn
No, not May. Maybe they'll unnerf Tracer's ass. Maybe they'll buff Tracer's ass because they nerfed Tracer's ass because it was too thick.
The
That's
real thing we need to know
unfortunate.
about here is when are they going to unnerf Snake's ass from Smash Brothers? R.I.P. to my man.
I think that chip is.
I'll never
settled, my
remember.
friend.
I'll always remember you, Smash Brawl.
When are they going to buff Reinhardt's butt?
Oh, that was a neat fucking impression.
It was. I was actually impressed. Like I was ready to go to war. I was like, all right,
That's a
cool.
clap right there.
The Gondor calls me.
I wasn't impressed, but something definitely pressed against something else.
I see.
Listen here, so we got a lot more than just Overwatch on the table. I think people will get they'll get over Overwatch. You just watch. Listen,
Well, because nobody plays Overwatch. I'm the only person that like.
I mean, I would
let's
have gone
actually
back
ask-
into it.
Let's actually ask an
Time
important
Poof goes
question
online,
here.
It's just Poof.
Okay.
Let's actually ask an important question
Yeah.
here. Do we think Microsoft's going to make Call of Duty great again?
No.
I don't know. I mean, they've got the Minecraft kids and now the COD kids.
Jesus.
What more could they
Okay,
get?
COD is different than Minecraft.
You're damn
but-
right it is, but the player base is like
Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean, but
they're
I'm just,
just
like, I'm trying to
gathering
think.
the whole kindergarten group, man.
all right, listen, right?
Well,
So we
there's Fortnite. Fortnite, I feel like is the main thing. I feel like
They
I
would
don't
have to-
hear. I don't know. I'm not. I'm young, but not that young to know if people actually do still play COD that like
Oh,
are
they still do.
in elementary. Because I'm like, I feel like everybody that's like in elementary plays Fortnite because
Or
Fortnite
Valorant.
is so. Fortnite is easier because it's free. Actually, no, I think Valorant is also free. No, I'm
Valorant
stupid.
free?
Sorry. I meant, like, I don't know. Fortnite just seems more accessible because you need a computer for Valorant. I don't know.
I feel like you're doing like in terms of like playing the damn game. I feel like
This is my guy.
Fortnite is so goddamn much more complex when we do the fucking building.
It is, but there's so many kids that play fucking Fortnite. Like,
There needs
I
to be a
mean-
hell on earth.
I feel like most kids are playing Fortnite. Whenever I hear like a kid playing something, it's most likely gonna be Fortnite. Cause so many, I remember watching the fucking Spider-Man movie. I remember watching some fucking movie, and this person was like, "That's the dude from Fortnite," and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, it was the Batman trailer. It was the fucking Batman trailer. Somebody said that's the dude from Fortnite, and I'm like, "Oh no."
Oh
And
my
That's
God.
when Poof's
Imagine-
eyes turned red and there was
And
blood
said,
everywhere.
"I'm old."
When Fortnite makes
Imagine-
that IQ drop.
Imagine being young enough to learn Batman from fucking Fortnite. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
You know, I had the same experience. You had, kid talking about Smash Bros. He said, "Who's your favorite character?" "Oh, it's Toon Link." "Oh yeah, what game is he from?" "Oh, he's from Smash Brothers."
Oh,
Everybody
no.
knows from Pokemon.
definitely from Pokemon.
You know what? I
Pokemon.
mean, you got these generational differences. You have some games that take off with the youth. You have some games that took off when you were younger. You know, for some people it
Yeah,
was World of
like-
Warcraft. For others it was Halo. Now it's Fortnite.
Yeah.
What's next? Mein Kampf?
Yeah, it could be Mein Kampf, right? Wait, no, that's a book.
Oh,
That-
what?
that took
Kids
a-
can't read? Is that
Come
what
on,
you're
that-
saying?
Not that book.
No, I know lots of kids that read that book, and they were good little soldiers. Listen, I'm
Reading in VR though.
Xbox,
Fucking
right?
shit.
All right. So we got a whole bunch of games Xbox owns now. Some are hip with the kids, some are hip with adults. Listen, they got like Crash Bandicoot. That was the shit when I was a kid.
Do you really think
know, when
they'll
I was
bring
young,
back Crash? Like,
they already brought back
well, I know
Crash.
they
They
brought
are
it
bringing
back.
Crash. What are you talking
But
about?
like, do you think they'll continue it?
Absolutely, it's
why
a big
would they?
moneymaker, and it's
Did they
the
not
game.
announce they were doing a
Well,
new trilogy?
Activision Blizzard didn't fucking want to.
You know what? Yes, they did. What are you talking about?
Well,
fucking
no,
Vicarious
there was,
Visions remade the trilogy.
What was it? They don't want to continue like us. They could have done it with Spyro. They could have continued with that.
Yeah, Spyro. The thing is, Spyro didn't sell as much as Crash did, and they put that trilogy together in a fucking year. They were,
Honestly, I feel like Spyro is more kind of a niche thing.
Is it?
strangely
yeah,
enough,
Spyro's kind of niche.
Compared
I think there were actually more Spyro games than there were Crash games. Actually, it's just Spyro had a fucking weirder ride. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Who are you talking
All right,
about?
I'll continue then. All right,
I
listen.
think he meant Michael.
Yeah, you think
Yeah, all right,
oh.
Michael, go ahead.
I don't remember what I was saying.
I will gladly continue on my own then. Listen, they got Crash
Oh, I
Bandicoot.
remember.
Damn it.
Kidding.
Go for it, brother!
With you.
They got Crash Bandicoot. They got Call of Duty. They got Spyro. They got Guitar Hero. They fucking own the likeness of Tony Hawk. They have everything under the sun now, like an abnormally large amount of franchise. They have shit that appeals to me. You know, when I was a kid, I had Crash. You had Spyro. You had Tony Hawk. You have the shit the kids today like. You have fucking Call of Duty. I guess fucking World of Warcraft, but that, you know, that
World
came
of
out however
Warcraft
many
is still
years
fucking
ago.
strong, man. People keep playing
Yeah,
that.
it's still going. You got, and they also too. Let's not forget, right? They also got all the mobile bullshit, right? You got everything like King Games. You got like
Oh,
Candy
you're
Crush.
right. They got Candy
Yeah,
Crush.
I was
That's a
gonna say
big
they have
fucking
Candy
chunk
Crush,
of
which
change
is
right
fucking
there.
Crazy.
So listen, you have the majority, right, of female gamers, statistically speaking, right? Yeah, forget your, you're being sexist. Statistically speaking, the majority of female gamers are more into this puzzle game bullshit that you'll find on mobile, right? You have a lot more female gamers on mobile than you will on console. So now you have a whole section of the market corner right there with King Games, probably the biggest developer in mobile. And whether you mean biggest as in they made the most shit or they make the most money, it's a very, very important thing because Activision bought them for what, over $1 billion way back when they were still getting big? You got that?
Maybe.
Yeah, and they bought them for a lot of money. And now Microsoft bought them, plus Activision, plus Blizzard, for a whole ton of money. I mean, Activision's been fucking Blizzard in the ass like a crackhead on the street, but Blizzard still has a lot of good developers and a lot of good IP under their belt. You got Warcraft, you got StarCraft, you got Diablo, Overwatch. As much as I don't like Overwatch, it's still a big hit with the kids, right?
I mean, I wasn't
Kids are
gonna.
playing
I
that.
wasn't gonna
No.
like
No.
support anything that
I-
fucking Activision and Blizzard were doing. But since Microsoft now controls them, I'm like, all right, I'll go back and everything. And it's good for fucking Ted. They got the StarCraft
mean-
franchise too.
Like Overwatch, no, like I know a few people who play it, but like it's so rare whenever I see somebody like in my Discord like playing Overwatch, but they're all like around my age.
I say no
I don't
Overwatch to Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Overwatch.
any new players to Overwatch. I think it's just either your friend got you into it because they're a fucking crack addict, or you used to play it before. That's it.
Well, I guess that's why they're gonna make a sequel, right? Because they're
It's
losing
not.
people?
The sequel's not even gonna be good.
Well,
How do you
that's-
know? It hasn't come out yet.
That was under the fucking guidance of what's his name? Who's the CEO?
Jeff
The fucking
Kaplan?
Bobby. What's his name?
Kotick.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Kotick. Anyway, he
scathing,
was like,
brother.
he was like, fucking, what do you call it? Like, he was stalling a lot of fucking Overwatch 2's development. They're like doing so many different fucking ideas, and he's like, no, I don't
just
want
think
this and all that.
Overwatch 2 is going to be a shit game.
I
don't
think
know
they're
why
gonna do
needs to
away
be an
entirely.
Overwatch 2.
No, I just think they're gonna. Microsoft's gonna look like, what the fuck were you guys thinking? And they're just gonna wipe everything out, and then they're just gonna start, or like get what they can salvage, and then make it better instead of what they showed.
I just don't. Like I said, PvE content for Overwatch was never it. And, like, I don't. That's normally, like, the conclusion I got from a lot of people is PvE content. Nobody ever, like. They'll go for it for, like, loot boxes and shit, but I don't think anybody really enjoys the PvE content that much. So, and Overwatch 2 is mostly PvE and a little bit of PvP, if I believe. And it's just, like. I don't know. I just don't.
So let's bring this up here, right?
I also don't want to pay $60. It's most likely gonna be like $60. I also just don't want to pay $60 for Overwatch 2 because it's gonna be shit.
Makes sense.
you have Blizzard, I don't know what studio specifically is working on Overwatch, but let's just say Blizzard for the fucking sake of it, right? Make my job easier. But do you think that Microsoft is going to make any like big changes? No, you have to do this, you have to do that, because so far, at least as of recently, especially when they've been buying up people, right? They give them a lot of liberty, a lot of creative freedom to take things the way they want to. So, I mean, you might think, oh, they're going to cancel that or they're going to greenlight this, but will they, or will they just be like, all right, guys, you're going to give us the money now? You know what I mean? Like, how much is Microsoft going to step in? Are they there because they have big ideas then they want to do with these games, or are they there because they like the money the games are making?
I feel like it'd be stupid, if they didn't.
I think the best way to see how Microsoft is going to do with games is just seeing how they did with Minecraft. And Minecraft is like a completely new game, and it's just it's so much better, and I think they improved Minecraft a lot. I don't know if that was a thing of like they did it, or if it was a Microsoft thing, or if it was like the team of Mahjong, but I don't know. But like it was good, and like I feel like they have creative freedom. I think they allow them to have more creative freedom since they have a bigger budget, since it's Microsoft. But I think Microsoft does pitch in because like holy shit.
Well,
this is true.
I'm not usually playing Xbox stuff and all that, but like I like Phil Spencer. I'm not a console fanboy or anything like that because I grew up with PlayStation. But no, like I feel like Phil Spencer can fucking really do well in terms of games. He's honoring all the Sony contracts with the games that they acquired. So that in itself is pretty good.
I don't want to say single-handedly because it sounds dramatic, but
yeah.
He was a big force in getting Xbox back to where it was, or to a better place than it was after the disastrous launch of the Xbox One. You guys remember how bad that was? They're like, hey, you can't trade your games with your friend. Hey, you're gonna always be online. Hey, you gotta buy that stupid fucking Kinect thing that nobody wants. Hey, it's $500. After that, they fired the guy, Don Matrick, and Phil's like, hey, please don't sell Xbox. Listen, I got some ideas. So they put Phil in charge, and he's like, I got it. Let's do backwards compatibility. I got it. Let's start Game Pass. I got it. Why don't we buy some talent since we have none left? And look where they are now. Now they fucking own Activision. Now you got however many subscribers to Game Pass. You got people actually wanting an Xbox, talking about it. I don't like Game Pass. It doesn't mean the world doesn't.
I guess.
Yeah, Hershey.
My name is Dick and Balls.
I purchased fucking Game Pass. I like it.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say you like Game Pass.
Yeah, a lot of people do. It's a big success, and that's all because of Funky Phil.
Like it.
Do you think
don't like? Well,
they'll put like a lot of those other games on Game Pass, like they acquired like the ones that are usually what's a fucking big one? Is Overwatch not free?
No, Overwatch isn't free.
You think they'll put that on Game Pass to say fuck it here?
No.
Oh,
They dropped the price.
Wait. I mean, I think they'll drop the price, but I don't think it's gonna be free. Because, I mean, they'll probably have, like, free weekends and shit like that, because what doesn't? But, like, I don't think it's gonna go any farther than that.
They've got a lot of fucking franchises to work with.
Is true. Like, it's so sad, because I remember before seeing Overwatch, like, barely go on sale, and then, like, the past, like, month, I saw it go on sale for like 50%, 60%. I think it was like 50 to 70%. I was like, God damn.
Well, it's been out for a while.
90% on the Switch.
I know.
This has been out for like years and years and years.
I know it has, but so is GTA.
Yeah, well, that's GTA. Fucking, you know what? Rockstar can go suck a dick.
My point is that Overwatch is dying. But they will still try to milk money out of it.
I guess.
Look, I think it just makes sense. I mean, they're getting all these games, right? Why wouldn't they put them on Game Pass? Look, like some games you have that are here, they're only like PC, right? World of Warcraft currently is only on the PC, but look what Microsoft did with Phantasy Star Online 2. Boop, put that shit on Xbox. As soon as it got localized, they're like, it's coming to Xbox exclusively. You know what I mean? You could get that on the Switch with the cloud only in Japan if you want. But you want to play that thing in English? Hey, Xbox. Hey, look what we got.
I mean, Overwatch is on like almost every console, is it not?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Here's another example.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna
There's
retract one
lots of different
statement
things.
real quick, though.
Go ahead.
It's mostly not Rockstar. I should say fuck you too. It's the head of fucking Rockstar. That dude. That's the same guy who's been saying, "Hey, you fucker gamers don't know what you're talking about. You should be paying like fucking 120 for a single fucking game." I'm like, no, you're fucking crazy. Especially after that god awful trilogy remake for GTA.
The trilogy was bad, which is
It was very
really
bad.
upsetting because in GTA 5 itself, there was a DLC that came out, and it was for GTA Online, and the DLC had like Dr. Dre, and then like Franklin and Lamar are back, and they're doing their shit, and it was really good, and it's just really fucking disappointing because everybody, like, when the tweet first came out that they were announcing this, they were like, damn, Rockstar really knows how to fucking disappoint us and piss us off and then just somehow, like, amaze us with, like, this shit. Because that was a really good fucking, like, DLC. But, like, the jump from the trilogy that they tried, the whole remake, to, like, them doing something for GTA 5... I don't know how the trilogy was so shit when the GTA 5 was so good.
Because they wanted to do the bare minimum fucking amount, so they can already start
Well,
charging.
wasn't it a different company who did the trilogy as well?
That doesn't mean they didn't pay for the bare minimum.
Well, yeah, but I'm just...
Yeah, what it was is there was a company, whatever, if they're owned by them or they're an outside studio, they had them port the games to mobile. And then what they did is they said, hey, you guys ported the games to mobile. We want you to port it into Unreal Engine 4 or 5 or whatever the fuck we're at now. And they're like, oh yeah, it's easy. Let's just plop all the code in. And that wasn't as simple as, hey, let's just do that, right? A lot of bugs happened, as we could see. And then they're like, all right, we're going to remaster it, so, let's do some polly-wally bullshit. And now we got our characters looking like fucking soaked ragdolls off the beach, right? So it wasn't in-house in the, typical sense. I don't know if they own the studio. But yeah, it was a company that did a lousy port job, that did then a lousy port of their lousy port, and had to remaster that in like a year. So yeah, it came out like shit. And of course, Rockstar's like, well, we can't release, this upcoming game. We want to, save our good shit, but we got to get something out this quarter. I got an idea. Let's just fucking rush the entire trilogy. You know what I mean? Well, the games are already made, right? So they're already together. They got a few little bugs.
There was a lot more than a few little bugs, but yeah.
I'm being facetious.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, it's not... I wouldn't say it's, like, fully Rockstar's fault, but I don't know. Because, like, the other company did fuck it quite a bit. But, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess it's, how you look at it. They put their stamp of approval on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's just like, ugh.
I mean, if the studio can't get it done, maybe they're not good enough or they don't have enough time, and Rockstar says that's fine. We just want to make the money real quick. That's it. And it's kind of their fault, right? I mean, like, hey, if I ask somebody, say, hey, pour me a glass of water, and I point at the table, and they say there's no cup, and I said, did I say that, or did I say pour me a glass of water? And they pour the water on the table. Well, that's my dumbass's fault, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying like that Rockstar shouldn't take blame, but I'm just saying like.
All right, enough about.
It's like 70-30. 80.
70-30. It's a lot.
80-20, yeah. It's majority Rockstar's fault. But, yeah.
Listen, enough about Rockstar being terrible. Let's talk about Activision being terrible, right? We got all these
They've
horrible
always
things.
been terrible. That's another fucking CEO. They're like, all right, so when I went, I don't know if I told you this. I told somebody or one of you guys this before, but when I went to the LA Film School, the first thing they teach us in the game history class that I took, the first thing that my teacher said, he had a PowerPoint and everything, and he just clicks the little button. And here comes the CEO of Activision, and he's like, this guy is a fucking dick. He's the most hated fucking person, or one of the most hated in game development history, and he is just a dick. And I just remember trying not to laugh so fucking hard in this class. Okay.
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
He said he thinks he can change him.
You know, when you're in a relationship, it's like, oh, why are you dating that person? They're awful. It's like, I could change them.
It's like, like they say about fixing a broken building. You know what I mean? It's a project, and we'll work through it together,
Well, we'll get a kid.
That's really... We'll get a kid, and we'll call it Blizzard. Yeah, no, I mean that's very humorous, but I guess there's a lot of truth there, right? Because I mean, look where things ended up, right? You got all sorts of allegations. He did this and he said that, and the Bill Cosby something or other.
Mother of God.
But let's see. Right now we got Xbox buying the company, so we probably won't have some of those staff anymore. I'm doubtful that Bobby's gonna stay, right? Everybody kind of
Did they
seems
say
like they hate him.
if he's staying at all?
He says I'll stick around if I'm needed, and that's about
Until
where
they
he
pay
left
him
it.
off, like, what is it, like fucking 90 million? Something like that?
I have no idea. I don't know. I'd love that man's salary. That'd pay for a lifetime.
More than a lifetime.
You do a-
That's a couple.
you do a
lifetimes
lot
there.
with
That's a lot
90.
of spicy pickles.
Fuck, I mean, you can do a lot with $90 million.
How many
You could do a
spicy
lot with
pickles are you
70
fucking
million.
eating?
Really?
If you had 70 million, even you could buy Activision. Oh,
Blow it off on pickles.
and they all just on pickles. What would you do with them? You can't eat them all.
I learned a neat,
Says you.
stupid fact the other day about some NFL player who signed on with the team, and he put his whole salary into Bitcoin, but Bitcoin fell down. So total, he had like it was like $400,000+ that he got, but then when he put it in Bitcoin and when it fell, it went to like 35 grand total that he got.
Oh man,
Can
That's
you
sad.
imagine? I think he bought it when Bitcoin was like 64,000 or something.
What a stupid,
What a stupid.
Well, it's
stupid poo-poo man.
Well, you
That's
know what I'm going to do?
investment.
I'm going to throw the football and then I'm going to buy the Bitcoin. Yes.
Mario. Look, it's a football. I chiseled it.
Shut up, Luigi.
That comes in official
invest-
size,
I'm
but not
investing in
official
NFTs.
weight.
All right, listen, let's take it back. Right, we're getting off track.
Oh my
I
god,
talk.
can you imagine Luigi Mansion kind of game where he's fighting NFTs? Ghost NFTs.
I'm like
I'm
trying
gonna
not
get
to laugh.
rich, Mario.
I'm gonna suck on the Bitcoin.
Look, I may be scared, but I know how to right-click.
Speaking
Don't
of
ask.
NFTs, how fucking stupid are they?
Yeah, I know.
Non-fuckable tokens?
They're well, you know what? Because it seems right now that they just seem like a scam, right? You buy something that's an NFT, and I don't know, you get to prove that it's yours, but you know what I mean? Let's say it's a picture. Well, anyone can screenshot that picture. There's copies of that picture, right? Like that doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's not even
For gaming.
about that I'm so tired of hearing that argument against them. I'm not for them, but I'm so tired of hearing that argument against them. Like, you could just save it. Like, no fucking shit, you could just save that. You could do a lot with screen captures these days. That's not the point what they're arguing, but I'm just so fucking tired of hearing that goddamn excuse.
What? I don't get what the
On why they hate
point
it.
of them
The
is.
only reason
Like,
is
why-
because with these, because they're run through, their transactions are run through a blockchain, and I think it's ETH that they're run through. And the problem with like cryptos and all that is you got these places like out in a different country, like a farmhouse in a way, or like a where they have all these machines running to host these kind of servers, and it takes a lot of power. And it affects the environment. Is what that's the whole problem with it. Like, it takes a lot of energy, so you're fucking up the planet with everything. That's their argument. That's what I understand. But when they make it the whole thing was like, I could just right click. This is why it's so stupid. That's the thing I'm so fucking tired of hearing.
But I can just right click.
I don't care about your goddamn ape.
But I can just right click it. It has no profit if I can just save it. I don't get it.
It's
I
not
don't
that.
get
It's
it.
like it's how do I put this? There were some arguments that I heard online or seen online that were pretty good at
Oh, so
explaining
you've
it.
been Googling now arguments like for NFTs?
No, he goes through Twitter.
I go through Twitter too damn
That's
much.
even worse.
It is. No,
'Cause
the technically
for me,
4chan is
the
worse.
only tweets I've really seen about NFTs are people making fun of them.
That's
And
fine.
there's
I
this-
understand that.
There's like there was this one person, she was just like, it's so weird because like I don't know if she was saying like in the US or just like people in general, but she was saying like people are saying, or like being like, NFTs are so fucking stupid, and they're realizing that they're just stupid and it's just like a scam, yet like Japan
I
or whatever
actually
was
have
saying
a
it as
NFT.
like interesting.
Well, that was because of the
They asked
Spider-Man
me what it's
thing.
about? Yeah, I got it for free for watching Spider-Man No Way Home.
It was just like, what is this kind of thing? And he got it.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to sell it for $50.
Sick.
Why? So I can buy me some pickles.
He's like, I don't even fucking want this thing, but it's gonna get me a jar of pickles.
I want 10 chicken nuggets. That's what this is gonna get me.
Hey,
Top
the
shelf,
Amish
please.
make really good but really expensive pickles.
Like, no, I want the top shelf pickles. That's the way
Hey,
the
look,
money is at.
all this talk about pickles and NFTs is making me sick. I'll be back.
Okay.
He's got to evacuate.
He's gonna
his
throw up
jowl.
JPEGs.
Oh, God.
Throw up JPEGs. I'm just picturing someone throwing up in like a movie, and then all you see are JPEGs coming out of their mouth.
And then he spits out a PNG.
Shits out one. It's see-through. It's see. Oh no, he shits out a PNG, but it's not really a PNG. It's one of those ones that are JPEGs.
That's what happens when you poop.
That's what happens when you have diarrhea.
Everybody poops.
And if they
So-
don't, they're enjoyed and
They're
must be destroyed.
constipated.
Michael,
Yeah.
did you ever list your third favorite cereal? Honey
trying to-
Bunches of Oats. That's what it is. Honey Bunches of Oats.
That's what it is.
Honey
Thank
Bunches
you.
of Oats.
I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
you're
missing
100%
something entirely
correct.
here.
You are 100% correct,
Okay,
Poof.
so
It is.
Okay. I wanted to talk about the cereal again because I like.
Well, go ahead. You have the floor.
No, I meant no. Michael has to start because he
I
has to list off
have
his
the
top
room,
3
motherfucker.
cereals.
Well,
He has
go
to
ahead.
list off
Minute.
his top 3 cereals.
I was
Honey
talking about
Bunches of Oats.
cereals. And I said, it better not be fucking grape nuts.
Yeah. Grape nuts. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it looks weird.
It's just.
mm.
I feel like it's a closer form to granola than anything.
No,
Yeah, it
it's
but it's
looks
not
like
really
granola.
It's
granola.
not.
It looks
I'm not
like
saying
granola
it
or
is.
oatmeal.
I'm not
Have you
saying
had
it
grape
is. I'm
nuts,
saying
Richard?
it feels.
Then don't
like
say that, because
Oh
it's
my
not.
god, you sound so fucking butthurt right now.
It's awful.
It's like I just
That's-
Can't believe
insulted
it's not
your
butthurt.
child.
People-
Like, don't you
That's
say that about my
hold
son.
on. People who enjoy grape nuts have like no joy in their life.
I no, grape nuts aren't that bad. I'm not
Yes,
saying they're
they are.
delicious, but they're not terrible.
No, they are the worst.
You pair it with like the right
I would
things.
rather eat Raisin Bran.
People use like grape nuts with like parfaits sometimes or
Whoa,
yogurt.
Raisin Bran is just frosted flakes without the frosted.
So
It's
without the fun.
cornflakes.
And there's
Sorry,
raisins
it's cornflakes.
in it.
That's what it was called.
Without
And
the
there's
fun.
Cornflakes.
Raisins.
Well, don't they like sugar? Like put a lot of fucking sugar
No.
in those
No,
raisins?
no, no. You put sugar in your
I don't
cereal,
put sugar
in your
in my
Raisin
cereal.
Bran. No. I'm saying like the consumer.
Oh.
It's like because the flakes in Raisin Bran are not sugared, and it's just raisins.
I mean, I guess.
I had done that when I was younger. It was like, oh great, my school only has fucking Raisin Bran. I'll add sugar.
You were a sugar.
Not
Fucking,
great.
You were a sugar addict when you were
No,
younger.
I'm gonna eat a shit cereal. I might as well throw some sugar in there.
Would you like some
handle,
diabetes with your cereal?
cornflakes. It's just I don't know how to feel about raisins.
Sorry, I meant to say cereal with your diabetes.
I hate raisins. Yeah, can we talk about how raisins suck?
I mean,
They're not that bad.
okay, but they're
They
like,
suck.
they're not.
I've never once in my life been like, I'm hungry. You know what I want? Fucking raisins.
Fucking, you sounded like
Are-
my brother, and that was really weird.
So, what are
But-
dates more like prunes?
Dates are very
forget.
fibrous. And
Because
like
I had
they get
this,
in your teeth.
I had this thing at my work, and they're like overnight oats, but the brand name was called Mush. And I tried
The
it,
fuck?
and I looked
That
at the
sounds
ingredients.
awful.
It's just overnight oats is what it is. But
I
the
make
point
overnight
is, like, I tried different brands of these overnight oats, and they're all the same. It's like a paste of oatmeal, dates, peanut butter, and vanilla bean, and all
Maybe
this
they're
shit.
making
And
bad
I feel like
overnight
it. Like, no, this brand's gonna be better, but it isn't. It's just goop, real fucking like vanilla-y, datey goop, and I don't understand why people like it now.
They probably made really shitty overnight
Because old
oats.
people.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
'cause
try to
old-
like
bro,
it,
you heard
and
tapioca?
Michael knows me.
Don't
I can eat
forget
anything,
your oats.
but this shit was just
That's not
like,
true. You can't eat
I can eat
poop.
a lot. Oh my god, you know what I mean.
Well, you
mean-
just said anything,
I
motherfucker.
mean, you made a pretty generalized
It doesn't.
statement.
Yeah.
It doesn't
You're
mean you
wrong.
go
yeah,
over
yeah,
the top.
Yeah. Yeah, chat, press F for Richard.
Yeah.
That
You know
was the
what,
most
chat?
cringiest
If
thing
you agree
you've
with Richard,
said
press
this
2.
whole fucking
You agree with
night.
Michael, press
We're not
1.
even streaming. You say that in a
I know,
stream, not
that's
in
a fucking joke.
That was a bad fucking joke.
No, you're just.
Still
Say
better
it.
than what
Tell
you
me.
said.
Say it.
You're fucking dumb stupid.
Speaking of dummy dumb stupids, this
Yeah, Richard.
podcast is sponsored by
Richard.
absolutely nobody.
Your
Speaking
moves
But
of
if
are
you know a
weird.
good company that wants to sponsor this
dumb
shit,
stupid. Let's talk. Speaking of dummy stupid.
Yeah, dumb stupid.
Let's talk about the dummy stupid motherfucker.
Sometimes
who
I
hacked
feel
into
like-
a Zoom call.
sometimes I feel like I'm a teacher in kindergarten and I'm just here listening to this shit.
No, you're just babysitting us. That's how.
That's
Who's-
literally what I just said.
So, well, some dumb
Wait.
motherfucker.
Wait, how long have we been? How long have we been recording?
Why?
Give me a number.
You can guess.
No. Give me a number because that depends on what I'm gonna say next.
It's been 40 minutes.
40 minutes in this fucking podcast. Why have we not talked about Tifa yet?
That's what I was
Oh my
just about to bring up. That's what I was saying. A dummy stupid motherfucker.
All right.
Hacked
all right.
into an Italian Zoom meeting call.
Oh, it was a
It's
hack?
like
I thought it
the
was one of the
Tifa
guys,
board.
like the senators watching it. And
Oh,
like,
I don't know. I heard that somebody was.
It was
got into
like
the Zoom meeting.
a political meeting or some shit, and in the middle of it, just gets switched to Tifa getting pounded.
you mean the Zoom call got interesting for the first time in years?
You know, they may have been talking about dogs, and then Tifa was
But if-
getting
But they may have been talking
doggies.
about dogs, but like afterwards, I wasn't paying any attention at all. All I could see was that scene in Final Fantasy VII Remake where she shakes the stir, and let's just say it was
I
not a
don't
stir
remember.
being shaken.
See what they played. I don't remember that in Advent Children.
I've never seen that in the movie. Like I don't know where that came from.
Can you
I have
Is
no
that
imagine-
idea.
deleted scenes?
Can you imagine
Where?
if, like
Deleted scene.
You know how some teachers teach about like government history and all that? Can you imagine if like, all right, class, I'm going to show you the Italian Senate's Zoom call.
You gotta say it
online.
better. It's like, okay, class, we're going to talk about why the Italian
Why are you
government is
German?
so cool.
Why are you German and it's Italian?
Is that German?
That was like
Well,
German.
Richard's accent
I
sounded
wasn't
more
trying
German
to do
than
Italian. I was just saying.
Come on. I don't
Would you
think
want me to be a little more
Michael's
racist with them?
Either way, they cool. Italian government pretty cool. All I'm saying.
My point is, like, what if they fuck a teacher was showing his students this, and then all of a sudden that happened?
Yeah, I've had that happen.
What do you mean you had that happen?
That's how my middle school teacher got fired, bro.
You saw
Playing
tits?
porn on the projector.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
Why was he
It
showing porn
wasn't
on the projector?
me because he was buying porn.
Yeah, his moves were
No.
weak.
Buying porn, showing you guys?
No, he probably
wasn't
didn't mean to stream it to
intentional.
the projector.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, can you not
And
put
he
the
got
piece
fired.
together?
No.
Yes.
How do
Fucking
you
Rocket League.
accidentally fucking
Because
do
he had
this?
his projector on and didn't turn it off.
Yep.
So then you were saying like he was just watching porn regardless at school.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why he
I mean-
got fired. He was a really
I do
creepy
it.
dude. Gave me weird vibes.
That's not allowed within 100 feet of a school zone.
Like I wasn't in that class when it happened, but like he played porn. I know he played porn. He was buying shit. It was like hentai.
Yeah, and
too.
that
It was
weak shit,
hentai.
too.
You
It
want to
was
get an
hentai.
A, don't you?
Yeah.
You're
Some of
gonna
that
watch
shit
what I
you
like.
could have got
Culture.
for free, and he paid, and that's why he got
Can you
fired. Not
imagine?
because it was the porn
Students
thing.
are like,
It
"Why
was
you
the
buying
quality of porn he was
Honestly,
purchasing.
yeah, that's actually what we were talking about. We
Like,
were
why
like,
you
why
buying?
the fuck did he buy it?
You can
We were
stream it.
saying-
Look, I'm watching it right now.
Like,
we
bro,
were
you know
all-
porn is free, right?
all of us were like, when my friends and I were talking about it, we were like, why was he buying it though? Like, how much did he buy? Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but no. And I feel bad because my friend had to use like,
Because
his computer
teachers
once.
are so
Underpaid.
underpaid that he
They're so
finally
underpaid
wanted
and
to feel
overworked.
like what it was like to own something.
He's just so
That dude was
underpaid and
really-
overworked that he just wanted to be loved for a moment, even if
That
it was
dude
fake.
was really fucking weird though.
And his credit card was going to
Like-
allow him to get that love.
If you saw him, he looks like he would do that. Like, it wasn't surprising when you heard that he did
Was he
it, 'cause
bald?
he looks... No, he had long hair.
Was
Even
it-
worse,
was
he had
it
glasses,
clean?
like the little
No.
thin glasses.
No, he just...
Was he a hipster?
He had gray hair.
Oh,
it was like
he was
long,
a protagonist.
He was like long. He had like
What?
long gray hair and a beard. I don't
Was
know.
the beard also gray? It's very important.
Yeah, it was like a brownish gray. It's like it was just transitioning to gray. Was kind of like how his hair was. But I don't know. Like I felt bad because my friend had used his computer one time, and he was like, "Wow, there's a lot of dust on this."
Oh, that wasn't dust. That was dry semen.
I thought you were
Oh,
gonna
it's not
say,
dust,
"Oh wow,
huh?
there's a lot of fucking tits and ass in this screen."
No, there's a lot of dust on here, and I was like, "Man, I really hope that isn't just dried up coom."
I don't
It's
think
like,
cream,
hey,
regardless, would look like
your
dust.
porn
Yeah.
folder's excessively large.
I know.
Teacher, your projects folder is 7 terabytes. How many projects do you have?
I'm a busy man, Johnny. Leave me
I'm
alone.
working on a lot of stuff.
It's for
I
the
got things
future.
going on.
They need to know. I'm hoarding it for them.
That school's shut down though now, so
Oh, well, that's beautiful.
Yeah, because they were
Yeah.
playing that weak ass shit.
it's because it was just a really bad school. Like it was like it was weird because like just that school was really fucking bad. It was just a bad school. I hated it. And one year it was our half of the staff got fired because they were drinking. Half of the teachers
sounds
just
like
got
a-
fucking fired. And it was really weird because because it's a small school. It's not like a big school. So like you'd walk around and you'd notice like the teachers that weren't there, and it was a good amount of teachers, and it was like Jesus Christ, because it was like the day before winter break, and apparently they were just passing around alcohol and drinking, and then they got fired. I hated one of the teachers though that got fired because he gave
This
me
sounds
weird
like
vibes,
this
so
place
I'm
is
happy
just
about
ready
that.
to die.
No, in
Oh,
middle
I mean, it
school-
was a really bad place. Like,
They sound like a Christian
Seems the
public or private
teachers knew
school.
how to have fun.
nah, dude, that was fucking weird. It was,
Sounds like a Christian private school to me.
it was a charter school.
You were safe if you were a
And
young
God
female,
said
but
on the
not a
fifth
young
day,
male.
thou shalt not keep my
It's like-
cup dry.
The school
Now
is like,
pour
you're
me
safe as
another
long as you have
tequila
giant
slammer.
tits and pink hair.
Not the pink hair part,
The pink hair part.
cause you weren't allowed to dye your hair, like cause it's weird because it's like I have to like remember I wore uniforms a lot, and that was a uniform school. So you had to have natural hair color, and you had to wear like
Maybe they had natural
Red.
hair color pink.
you had to wear like red, white, or navy blue polo shirts. And then if you were old enough, you got to wear a black polo shirt. You got the privilege of wearing black.
Hell yeah.
It's like they knew. And then you could wear khakis or navy blue shorts or pants. Like, that school is fucked up.
Sounds like a fucked up place.
Yeah, the moves were weak.
Jesus.
What was your middle school experience?
Mine? Oh god.
Yes.
Mine was a little all over the place.
Very
Wasn't-
regular.
some of them were regular, but like me and Michael and I just fucking we moved a lot. So I think I
Yeah,
had
but
like
we also did middle school before like social media and shit.
we did. This is back in the days of Yu-Gi-Oh starting.
Hey, I was a kid when it started.
Yeah, no. I had
You want to see the heart of the cars, motherfucker?
some Yu-Gi-Oh cards still, and that wasn't fun.
I still have mine.
Ha
No, I wasn't playing. I
So-
wasn't playing I don't think I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In middle school. I think I was like high school.
How did you get your Yu-Gi-Oh cards stolen?
I was stupid. I fucking was letting
You did a
kids
dumb
look at my
trade?
deck, and then I turned away for 1 second when I got it back. I noticed my goddamn god card was missing.
Oh, F. I was gonna say, did you just do a bad trade? Were you just stupid?
No. It's just
Yo, he was
fucking.
dumb.
It was a lesson learned. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I bet.
What's
I'm
that?
sorry
You
you
want to see my
lost.
awesome deck? Here you go. Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's your own
You
fault.
talking Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes.
Well, more like Yu-Gi-No.
More
Ayo.
like Yu-Gi-Ohs.
Whoa. You get hose?
Yeah, with all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I just want to
Hell yeah,
say,
dude.
if you're
I get
young,
Yu-Gi-Ohs.
if you're young
More
and you're
like-
into a card game, just
more
don't
like
steal
boy.
other people's cards. Don't be a dick.
Who?
Yeah, don't
Boy,
be a dick, bro.
Ico.
Just don't be a dick.
I know, not in middle school, but I kind of feel bad about this. But one time in elementary school, some kid brought their like little Pokemon figure in, and I'm like, I like Pokemon figures, and like I snatched it when they weren't looking, and I felt really bad about that. Yeah, but I'm like, well, I didn't feel bad about it right away. Initially, I was like, awesome, I got a Pokemon figure, but like the person was really upset. Apparently, like it meant a lot to them, and I'm like, oh man. Can I say it was me and then give it back? But that person ended up like also like moving away from that school shortly after, so I didn't even get the opportunity to like
And
give it
now,
back.
for
I'm
some
like,
crazy
at
reason, they're
least-
gonna know
at
because they were listening to
Well,
this by
they're
some
here
random
tonight,
chance.
Bonehead.
They're like, I found him.
Well, at least-
I knew I
At
wasn't
least
crazy.
it didn't end. At least it didn't end with Bo saying, "Yeah, and I didn't have the chance because after that he killed himself."
oh god,
Jesus
yeah, no.
Christ.
Fuck, you
It
just-
meant that much to them. But hey, at that point, then I ended up with a cool figure, so it's not all bad,
Do you still
Like,
have it?
No, I do not.
It's in
Hey,
the
what they
trash.
say, crime doesn't pay except when it does. Am I right, fellas?
All right,
You'll want
here's an
two
important
things:
question.
a cool Pokemon figure and a guilty conscience.
Here's a one important question. How long did you have it before you lost it?
I don't have a memory that goes back that far. A
Give
lot
me
of
a
stuff
ballpark.
from when I really couldn't say. I don't know. Probably, I would guess I had it at least until early high school from like.
All right, so a good amount of time.
Yeah, I had it for.
Okay, I just think it would be like fucked up if you like stole it and then you lost it like a week later.
No, that would have been really bad. It was bad enough what I did to begin with, which I still feel bad about that. I'm like, man, but like I don't even know the person's last name. I'm like,
That
how would I
kid,
ever
now a
find him?
man, was just looking on the ground. He's like, "Where are you?"
My eyes been opened.
In middle school, though, on the topic of weird shit, so we had this teacher who she always wore like, I don't think skimpy is probably too strong of a word, but let's just say it's like the clothing you would wear when you're like, hey, let's go to the club tonight, maybe get laid, that type of clothing. So one of the students, a grade above me, walked in for like extra credit one day or whatever, had some questions and like saw her watching porn on the computer. And he's like, you know what? It's all right. Never mind. I'll come back another time. She didn't work at that school that much longer, and I don't know if that had to do with the porn or not, but I just know she wasn't there anymore. One of the last days
Maybe
I remember
they
seeing
left
her, she
as a
had...
preemptive thing.
It could have been. Yeah, very much could have.
No way, I'm going to jail for this. I'm leaving on my own accord.
I don't know if she'd go
Yeah.
to jail for it. Fired, yeah, but I think prison sounds
I don't think that
excessive.
dude went to jail.
Well, I mean, like, I guess
They probably just got relocated like priests. You know what I'm saying?
Probably
Ended
the
up on a
worst thing
certain
that could
list.
happen is like you get like labeled as like a sex offender because you had revealing content to children,
Yeah.
which is not good. But also to like, I guess, can you prove it for one?
But it was sexual education.
You gotta be a sex
Speaking of sex
defender.
ed, that was one hell of a time. Mainly
Sex ed?
because
Tell me,
Actually, yeah, it
did
was.
you see the video? I don't know if they
I
showed
got
you this.
chased. Me and
But
my
video-
friend
for
got
my
chased.
sex ed
immediately
videos,
after.
like we had to watch these old ass, probably 80s videos, and it was like, who am I now? It's just these kids looking at themselves in the mirror, wondering who they are. I'm like, how does this
No.
pertain to anything relevant
us-
in my life right now?
for us, us, I think we were watching like 2000s videos, and I remember there was one where it was like this younger brother and then his older brother, and they were sitting on like a porch and they were talking. He's like, man, my penis is really swole. I'm like, oh no.
my God.
They're just talking about penis growth.
I was just
for
like
5 to 10 minutes.
I was just like, hey, Ma. Or like, what's up, dear? Because it was a mom and a daughter. Like, I'm feeling a little weird, and I don't know, just not so fresh.
Oh, I remember that.
Do you don't?
And it's like, that's because you're being a woman now, and hands over a feminine product
That's
like an
because you
unnamed
haven't
brand.
showered in
unbrand
fucking
name
3 weeks,
product.
you sick fuck.
Yeah, no, I can't remember whatever there was for the girls. Like, I don't remember. I just remember, like, the dudes, I think, were apparently, like, screaming while they were watching. Because I don't know if they did this for you. I'm assuming they did, but they separated us, boys and girls.
I think they did separate us, yeah.
And, like, apparently,
Like for some of them, not all the videos.
When they came back, they were telling us, like, oh, dude, you guys, like, didn't hear us? We were fucking, like, screaming. But, like, that sex ed was really weird because I don't remember anything of it. I just remember them being like, the penis goes inside.
You ever played
okay.
scavenger hunt? What's the opposite of that? This one's called hide the salami.
This one's called 911. Fuck off.
This one's called help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
This one's called I'm not falling for that again.
FBI,
This one's called
open up.
if you sit on it long enough, I could give you the strangler.
This is
What?
called I think we should not be a family anymore. I win.
I don't get why, like, the sex ed stuff is like a big deal. I'm not necessarily
Because
sure how I feel about it.
there are parents out there that were so deprived of this shit, like
Yeah.
so damn secluded, and
They still kind of are because some places just only teach abstinence.
the mere mention of like nipple or the
That's a
pee-pee,
bunch of
it's
prudes. They're like, well, why should these young virile kids get to have sex when my old ass was fucking held it back and didn't know shit?
You don't know that you have tits until you're 30.
It's
I don't
true.
know. I mean, like, I guess
It's true. I found mine out the other day.
Yeah, when I was 28, I was walking up the stairs and my boobs started jiggling, and that's just like, yep, I got tits.
Started going on Amazon for sports bras.
Yeah, I found some nice yellow ones I think I can pull off.
It was an itty bitty teeny weeny.
Yellow polka dot bikini that she wore, and it's copyrighted music.
Thanks.
it's
Thank
a
you.
good thing it's acapella, not
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So now here I'm about to slap some Kid Cudi. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my
No.
God.
No.
Oh my
No.
And I think there's lots of things. I mean, if I just critique the school system, I guess lots of things I'd like the school to teach. And there are things that are being
Can't jump over this.
taught, quote unquote. I don't really think they're being taught very well. I just know growing up, in my experience in the education system, I feel like I have walked away with very little of actual use. And
Right?
a lot of the
It
stuff
was-
that, yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, a lot of stuff even that they focused on, like,
It was
know-
less use and more abuse, right? Did the priest do that to you as well? Ah, God, my ass always hurt.
That's a slogan.
Yeah.
I went to church and all I got was a priest and me and this teacher.
I went this. God damn. I went to church and all I got was a t-shirt and a bukkake.
Oh my God.
My priest said he loves what's inside me.
My priest said we were going to go to dinner, but that was a lie.
But that stingy asshole gave me a Go-Gurt, and that's it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I didn't quite have that experience, but
Oh well, man, you were
You
missing
didn't buy
out.
the right package, apparently.
I guess some people were cute kids and others were.
Like how we're the only idiots laughing at this.
I'm
Hey,
just
if you
confused.
can't
I
laugh about
don't
it,
know
then
what
you
it-
just get sad and suicidal, right?
I thought you were gonna say if you can't laugh about it, you'll just remember.
gives a different meaning to God's watching over you.
Yeah, he sends his servants, and those fuckers like to touch.
Father, the Lord is watching. Yeah, I know. I gotta get those likes.
God is watching. Don't look up.
Jesus Christ.
I just wanted to talk about Xbox.
I don't
holy
even know
water
what
is
I
the
wanted
lube.
to talk about.
I'm gonna cleanse your asshole. You put the holy water there.
I'm gonna drown you in the holy water.
Those aren't rose. What do you call those beads? Rosemary's beads?
God, is that, you know what? Now that you're saying all this actually does make a lot of sense. They have beads. They have you hold your breath, right? It's a technique they force you to learn, right?
Is it?
Right? Well,
I don't think
Right,
I've ever
if
heard
you
of that.
stick your head under the water and you hold your breath.
Oh, the baptism, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
they
I
called it in your
wish they
school.
would have told me it's actually not water, and it's the fucking priest's jizz.
Didn't you have a clue with the whole white lake?
No, his was surprisingly clear.
That's a well-hydrated priest.
That's
It's
what I
because
said.
he
And then I
has the
said,
grace
"Can you
of
teach
God
me your
going through.
routine, like after we finish?"
Wait, we talking about regular church or the Catholic Church? Because if it's Catholic, then it makes a whole lot of sense.
Oh, shit.
The way you're describing it, heavy Catholic vibes.
Can you imagine, like... like
I can imagine. You've made it very visual for
the
me.
Catholic priests that do this with the
Oh,
the
you wish
Christian
it was
priests
just
that do this.
visual,
Like, hey man,
okay?
you gotta catch up. We're on the news all the time.
Welcome to Liverpool.
Oh my god.
We like to have fun here at Penn State.
There's too much. There's just too
Mom,
much.
I'm scared. Come get me.
After you finish your milk.
Vic, say something. Bring us back to a good place, please.
So,
Yeah.
what all other companies did Microsoft acquire?
Yeah, so we recently have them buying Activision, Blizzard, King. Before that was ZeniMax and Bethesda. They purchased Ninja Theory, In Exile.
They've bought a lot of companies.
Double
It's
Fine.
a stupid ass borderline monopoly.
Let's just say in a few months, Game Pass gonna look a lot more better.
See, this is the thing. I don't know necessarily that it's a monopoly because you have
No,
completely-
it's growing into one. Obviously, there's
They
a lot of companies,
There was the thing they
but
had
in
to,
terms of like AAA, you could argue that when a company keeps buying more and more companies, that leads to a monopoly.
there was a thing because I read this.
Like before Amazon
Micro-
came out, how Walmart was building itself to be a monopoly,
right?
and they were like just barely legal enough that we could actually do anything about it.
barely legal. Those are my
the
favorite
thing-
kind.
The thing I was reading up is when Microsoft bought all these fucking companies and shit. Shut up, Michael. I'm trying to say.
I
this
was
guy
gonna say I prefer Barely Dead.
anyway, is to prevent the whole monopoly thing. I don't know what, like when they submitted the application to do this, because they agreed with the buy deal, but they still needed like to be authorized and said, hey, we need the okay that we can do this. I don't know what company or place they sent us to, but this place is basically designed to make sure no monopolies happen. And if they say, hey, it's all good, then it went through, and it went pretty well, like right away.
That is I'm pretty sure that's one of the unions that's designed to keep monopolies from happening, and they're
Well, I
on
don't know
payroll.
what it's called. That's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure it's a union that's supposed to be preventing monopolies, but they're at this point they're on a payroll anyway, so it doesn't matter.
There's a union that I think that formed within Activision during this buyout. I forget for which company. But I wonder how that's going to work if you have a union in a company that you just bought. Are they, I don't know how Microsoft feels about unions. I don't know technically what other unions there are in that industry.
Well, most companies, you could
I'm in a
argue,
union.
are very anti-union.
Well, yeah, for a reason.
Yeah, I would understand. It's the support of
Unions can be both
know,
bad and good. There's nothing in the
right.
world that's both only like good and only bad. Like you gotta have a balance.
you have
Pickles
ups
are-
and downs to everything.
Like
Purely
I'm the
good.
good part of this Rockitech group, and you're all just shit.
Wait, I misunderstood that. Did you just say I'm shit?
I had to get my
No,
licks
he-
in. You guys mess with me every day.
I take offense to that.
I take offense that you're taking offense.
If
I'm
there's
gonna
one
sue
thing-
you.
If there's one thing Dick and Balls is, it is not shit.
No, it's because it's a dick and balls.
All right. I forgot my point. I don't even remember where I was last.
You were talking about why Amish pickles are superior to all pickles.
Yes.
There's an
Oh,
Amish
okay.
pickle?
So with them
Yes,
buying,
they are, and they're amazing. I had them in
Weird.
Philadelphia.
With them
Really?
buying pickles.
we were talking about monopolies, them buying all these different companies. So I mean, okay, because they
means the
could
pickles.
continue. They could continue buying more companies, right? And eventually, I don't know at what point it would be considered a monopoly because
You
it's
could
not
even
like-
you could argue all of them buying all of the companies that they have bought now is extremely monopolistic.
I mean, I guess if the idea of monopolistic is you want to control everything, but knowing how many different studios there are, I think it would be different.
No, but still, you argue there can be so many studios, including small indie dev ones, but we're talking AAA ones.
Yeah, but then you have it'd be another thing if they're like, "Hey, PlayStation, how about we buy you for $100 billion?"
They
what I
can't
mean?
though, because that's their complete next competitor. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I think that would be monopolistic. You're eating your
No,
competition.
I mean, yes, but also how is them buying all of these companies not monopolistic?
Well, I'm saying
guess
it's
it
it's
depends
basically
what you
monopoly, but they're
mean.
legal because they can't get by with it, or they can get by with it under the law.
Well, even technically, all of our internet providers, at least in America, it's a monopoly. Because of all the big top internet service providers, they own the infrastructure to the foundation for getting access of internet to everywhere. So if a new company wanted to, one thing that makes it a monopoly, well, I guess that doesn't apply to them buying out the companies, but is if they make it harder for new companies to emerge. And
Yeah, but-
with the internet, at least with the internet, if we wanted to start a new internet company, we would have to pay to lay foundation, to get to throw all the fiber optic cable, the wiring and stuff to get internet everywhere. But we can't because it's being controlled of these main ones. The main 3 or 5 make it difficult for a new one to pop up.
I think that would file more under an oligopoly, though, right? You have an assortment of different companies. Or
No, isn't
entities
oligopoly based off of location?
I don't know the technicalities, but I know mono is one, and
Hold on.
it's not one company. They can work independently. You could say, oh,
Oligopoly says a state of limited competition in which a market is shared by a small number. So you could, I would argue it's both, because how many internet service providers have we've had over the years get consumed by others?
I have no
you know,
idea. I wouldn't be able.
Time
to answer
Warner's gone. What is it? Net Zero.
Is Time Warner gone? I
That
thought
was
I
one
still
of them,
saw
right?
them.
No. They got bought by Spectrum.
Oh my god.
Well, okay, I don't know because right now, I mean, I guess you could say it's monopolistic. They're eating up, all these developers.
Otherwise, what is the purpose of them buying this up? They want to
Money.
control all of the, they want to have all of the new games, all the top companies making games. They want to control all of that.
It's true. I hate my
Yeah,
fucking
well,
ISP.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, Spectrum can go die.
It can definitely go die. As my internet shuts off, we were listening, bro. We listened to the podcast. And yep, that's them emailing me. All right, guys. I guess that's the end of the podcast. Spectrum's out in full force. I'd like to thank Bone, the Poof, Vic, Laughing Ghost, and Luke for joining me on this week's podcast.
Wait, is he really ending it?
Yes, I am ending
Yeah.
it.
I barely got a line in this.
I thought he was doing a bit.
It's already an hour and 10.
No, I think it's because
You just put no. Continue this. This will be the fake ending, and
This'll
then
be
to
the after
people who
special?
subscribe. Hold on. To the people who subscribe to your Patreon, you could be like, if you want
I was
the
about to say
Zack,
Patreon.
hold on. If you want the Zack Snyder cut of this podcast, then subscribe to Patreon, and we'll give
You know
the
what? That's
unedited
easy
thing.
to joke, but that's not a bad idea to have a Patreon.
Wouldn't it be the
for
Richie
Rockitech.
cut?
Yeah, but people
No.
know it as just the
No,
Snyder
I'd say
cut.
there's
the
I've
Richie
seen some
cut.
podcasts do where like, hey, if you pay, the one's called After Dark, and for like they do 15 minutes. The one
Goofy
does
didn't
it.
like After Dark.
Oh,
I love After Dark, bro. I fucking love After Dark.
I don't
See,
think we're
Trash
thinking the
Face.
same thing.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're thinking, oh,
They're probably
fuck up.
thinking. Your mood just went so far down.
fuck
You
up.
knew exactly
My
what I was
mood
talking
has
about.
been down, and you mentioned something that
All right,
I
how about
thought
this? I'll look up what they're doing. They're probably doing the same thing.
they're for them.
I'll look at a bit of what is it? Trash Taste? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
I'll look at what they do for After Dark.
For their Patreon, the only thing I know that they do is like for Patreon, the one thing that I know of is that when they had the hentai episode where they were ranking their favorite hentais, they had a Patreon exclusive so they could show clips in it. And apparently that was stonks for them.
Jesus
You know what
Christ.
I really want to do right now? I want to go abroad in Japan.
in this COVID era.
No, he went. I get it. Thank you. Abroad in
Oh.
a pan.
I get it. Wow, I'm stupid. See,
Abroad in Gapan.
And abroad in a
Jesus.
pan.
no,
Abroad
like,
in Connor.
it's not a bad idea. You know, do an extra amount
What a
and then
wacky
just cut
weekend.
this part out. Just put it on the Patreon. There you go. Stonks.
Nah, maybe.
You could talk about all the hentai you want in After Dark.
Too much volcano.
So this episode will more than likely be out tomorrow, my time technically, so the 25th. And we'll do another one for next week because technically we're only supposed to do 2 weeks, but this Xbox and Tifa news is just too juicy to pass up.
Yeah, like booby juicy.
That's
Where's my candy? You promised candy.
oh my god! All right,
Get in the van. I said we'll talk later.
You said it was gonna be a
We'll let you
truck.
guys
Get in the van.
You said it
See you
was
next
gonna be a
time.
truck.
say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Boy.
I want my candy.
Bye.
Double, just shush.